You wanna play God, huh? You wanna play God, huh? You think you know better than God? Bitch. Sit your ass back down on that ground with those cheeks bare so you can resonate with the Schumann resonance again. You think you know better than God, huh? You wanna play God? You wanna be God? Whoever, whichever, whatever created this reality did some tremendous ass job. That being didn't make much mistakes, huh? Unlike we humans. One thing I know for sure. It wasn't a human. Not like we are these days. But we have gotten this idea that we wanna be gods. Because we know better. And how's that turning out? Autism, cancer, disease, infertility, all the shitty ass things that nature predict. Nature doesn't predict us, but if we are more connected with nature, all those things kind of start to creep up down, slowly but surely, or not even that slowly. It can happen pretty freaking fast. As it is the first day of 30 degrees Celsius in Finland. It's been about 10 months. And these kind of days remind me that health, regeneration, vitality, it comes like Thanos snap. When the sun is good, you out of the city, far away, you in the nature, eating that salmonella, getting the sunshine in your sack, Thanos snaps. You start to freaking vibrate on a different energy levels than human beings do in these man-made buildings. Although these buildings over here are man-made, but they were made like 40 years ago. So they don't have that many bad things yet. But we as a society, high standard of living civilization, global civilization, where the rule of the jungle is left out in the jungle, in the bush. And we are so high and mighty, civilized, bright, educated fellows and gals that we know what is up and what is down. We know better than the place which we came out of. Although who knows where we came out of? There's a many theories. But I know that for sure that we were way more connected to this place when we created those pyramids, when we created those ancient structures around the world, because they were built beautifully. They're still standing beautifully to this day. They're earthquake proof. They probably some of them been underwater for a while. No biggie. And you can see the skulls. You can study the skull structure, the teeth of the humans of the past. There's a lot of literature, a lot of good science on that also. That those fellows and gals were built different, huh? They didn't got these deformities that we modern humans get when we start to play God more and more. When we start to think we know better. We can do this information era. We can do this industrial era. We can just be in these factories factories. We can drive around with these cars that has lead in them. We're gonna eat these processed foods because we know better than nature. We can bring all these foods, exotic foods around the world to everybody, to a supermarket near you. That's the 2025 smile. Because we can put all these satellites, we can put all these technologies up in the sky that beam their frequencies on our asses 24/7, 365 with increasingly powerful vroom vroom. Let's put even more frequencies so we can download our motherfucking bullshit even faster. It takes me nanoseconds to stream on Netflix. I need higher quality. I need my video games higher quality, boy. These graphics suck. They don't even look like real life. And you wonder why gaming channels are some of the biggest channels on YouTube, or gaming content in general, some of the biggest content in YouTube. You wonder why? Why is algorithm pushing that shit? But it ain't pushing this shit. Although it is pushing some of the nature stuff. If you don't get too crazy, you don't start to mention names like Darba, like General Grove, like, you get the point. And people say, I can't believe we are rum bodies, PDFs. I can't believe our civilization is rum bodies, evil lizards that prey on children. And they're just using our energy to create their little society that they wanna create. Look around, bro. They have created society of their image. God said that man is created by its image. But we are created more of the image of our rulers. Our civilization, our standard of living civilization is created more of the image of those humans that are on the top creating this civilization, how they wanna be molding the civilization, how they wanna mold it. And the effects are clearly observable if you spend enough time on this place so you can regenerate your brain, bitch. You can cure your retardation that is rampant on 2025, and it's about to get worse, way worse, because now we're beaming those signals that are fucking up our ability to regenerate, connect with nature. We are beaming them everywhere. We don't even got it. We got these cell towers, everybody knows those. If your city has those, better get out, boy. But those we can see, but we cannot see what they are put up in there. But Elon Musk and the bros of the Silicon Valley and military industrial complex and DARPA, what they have put up there, and what the effects that's gonna have on you, me, your family, your friends, the soil that photosynthesizes your food, if it even can anymore, any longer. That's one of the reasons they created Monsanto, because they had to figure out answers to still grow some bullshit ass GMO food that you shouldn't eat anyway. Because soon, maybe, on some places that are really beamed down upon, those plants don't wanna grow anymore. Soon the animals you're gonna be eating are getting these shots. They are getting them on some places already. Soon those animals ain't edible anymore. Because we are playing God. We know better than this place that I'm sitting at right now. We know better than this, huh? Observe the effects. Observe people. Observe nature. And test. Verify. Get those freaking meters that are able to, what's the word? Detect these frequencies. Start getting those. Start showing these levels to your family and friends and yourself. And you're gonna be surprised, huh? That's how you know where you should be. Where your family and friends and community and tribe should be. And more importantly, you're gonna figure out where you shouldn't be. Where you shouldn't pop kids out into this world. So until we start to make our culture, civilization, nations a little bit more connected to this place, you wonder why so many of these nations all do the same thing, huh? They all gotta have the same agenda, huh? Same game plan, huh? There's a couple of ones that don't, that do things differently. And the news you can see on your television that you should never watch, but if you do, or if you read some of those magazines you can get the shops and supermarkets, they don't really like some of those nations that are doing things a little bit different. But what you should do is go those nations and verify yourself what the fuck is going on. Or get some of your friends, somebody else, go there and see what's really going on. It might not be as you believe. We have so many bullshit ass beliefs stuck into our heads. On top of that, these people that think they are the God, they are putting more and more into that little brain that is already freaking struggling to start up the engines on here or whichever part of your body the connection is lost and you cannot recreate the connection to regenerate that health and vitality in that part of your body, whichever part of that body has lost the connection. But for most people it is the brain, because they are targeting the brain. They are targeting the brain like a motherfucker. So people cannot think. So they can put more bullshit there. They can control your ass better. So let's start to figure out how we do this. Bring back the connection. Because these folks that are playing the gods for us right now, creating us whichever way they want us to be created. They are doing this for everybody on a mass scale, and it's getting worse by the day. If we don't start stopping these policies in our nation, in our communities, if we don't start fighting back, this connection, it's gonna be like this soon. There's not even a hint of a connection anymore. And that brain, the light on your brain, it just shuts off. The light goes out. See ya. But guess what light brings that back? It's this one. If they don't chemtrail, if they don't block it by chemtrailing the fuck out of the skies, huh? Anyway, this is how you bring the connection back. This is how you do it. Go swimming there, that's how you do it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. See you later, alligator.